There we go. Alright, that is the big question. Do we do Frost Heaven, or do we do... I mean, that would... To get far enough into the campaign that we have, the last guy on the team too, so I say we head to Hawaii. And at the very least, we know with going to Hawaii that, we won't have drops, because we can get through cutscenes and all that good stuff easy. It's just, it's fighting scenes that's really the issue. So, actually, let's go to a restaurant. Where's the place I haven't finished? I think I've done that. Then again, my segue might very well offset it too with the flames, but hey. Ouch. I'm literally running into every car possible. I'll teach you something ready for a beat down. I've been trying to keep an eye out for, wait, what is this? Oh, wow. I've never seen that happen. Usually they hit their teammate, but he just skipped his teammate and hit me instead. Ain't even worth my time. Gotcha, buddy. Appreciate it. Alright, I'm getting us back to... I'm gonna go to... There was something I wanted to grab there. I've been trying to find more of the... whatchamacallit, the fortunes to finish that up, but I feel like I've cleared most of the city at this point. Like, I really wish it was like last time where you got to a certain amount of them and you met up with the guy again, turned him in, and then he had ordered a bunch more and he lost a bunch more. Just brought them all over the map again. That was great. But I get that they wouldn't do that in this one because this is like a half game. Which is funny, like, it's a half game, but like it's packed with stuff to do. Like if you really like want to do the side missions and the pirate battles and the Coliseum, like it's a humongous game. If you're not just focusing on the main campaign. I heard that it was like, 30-40 hours, but it's like, we'll do a save right here. I'm on chapter 3 and I am 47 hours in. Like, and I'm only in chapter 3. Now, there is only 5 chapters, but they're long chapters. It might as well be parts for how long it is. But then I've got every treasure in the treasury that we can get, except for the Shogi one. These are the Luxury Palace Hotel we haven't made it to yet. The Coliseum grounds, we can't do that until we get farther in the campaign, just like these. That's the Shogi one, which Shogi is just a struggle. Haven't been able to get to District 5 yet. These are all for Frost Heaven, which is on the map, so we could do that. And that's the last special treasure. But then, like, bounties. We have all the bounties done. We have all the bonds done. There's... I mean, there's that, but that's not really so much. I'm trying to think of what it was that... Oh, yeah, the tasks. So yeah, like we've done 23 out of 31 submissions. We've hired 39 out of 41 people. Like all these, the rest of this stuff is just waiting to be back on the map again. Actually, these might be, yeah, the photo rally and the exam. Actually, we can turn that into her now, can't we? Because the photo rally, yeah, we completed Madlantis, right? Oops, sorry. Oh, right. We couldn't finish Madlantis because the last one was in the Luxury Palace Hotel. Don't have that unlocked yet. I forgot. We've. I'm trying to find more places where we haven't bought everything. Polaris, maybe? Because the last few times I've been going to restaurants, I buy out the whole restaurant so we complete the thing for the points. But we may have hit most of them. I know we got aficionado last time, but that doesn't mean that we're done. That just means we've eaten a certain amount. And then we got gourmand as well. I don't think that meant everywhere though. Would gourmand meant that we ate everywhere? I think it was just 50 out of 50. I don't know. No, never mind. I do remember this place. Didn't remember the outside, but I remember the inside. Plus, we've already eaten here in this game too.
Thanks.
But they had a table talk here in Infinite Wealth. Is there? Maybe Cafe Soy Mama? Actually, that'd be funny if we hadn't fully eaten there. Like, our friend literally owns it. And we haven't fully checked out their menu. Like, rude. We are the Goro Pirates. Yeah, we haven't even had anything on that menu.
Looks great.
That's a lot of coffee, though. A lot of coffee. Okay. Well, there's the main mission. Could do the exams real quick. And that's the last thing out here. Besides Elizabeth. Which, those are the last two left, actually. We can't do Elizabeth yet. We can go ahead and do the Akari thing. See where our Schwartz bring us today. There you go. Ooh, a stamina royale. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's what he said too, but like for real, I appreciate it. Those are expensive.
How's it going?
All right. Some of these are gonna be tough. I ain't gonna lie. We got a lot of different stuff. Why do turtles appear to shed tears from their eyes when they lay eggs? To regulate salt concentrations, maybe. What is the name of the marine organism that cannot propel against tides and currents and is instead carried by them? I'm pretty sure that is... Oh, I almost said plankton, but I think that's krill, right? It could be either. So krill. Penguins are famous for being flightless birds and exceptional swimmers. Which of the following species is the largest in size? That would be the emperor penguin. Of the following marine organisms, which lives at the lowest point below sea level? Well, we still have our things, so maybe anchovy, but I feel like the football fish was the one with the light in front of it, right?
Gotta be.
Jellyfish lack certain organs which animals may have, but they do possess structures that perform similar functions. Which of the following is one such structure in the moon jelly? It wouldn't be lungs. It wouldn't be eyes. It's brain or heart. I'm gonna assume heart.
This is a toughie.
Do we pass? Hey, let's go. We the best. Woo. 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 Cool. Wasn't perfect, but works out. Plankton was right. And then eyes. It was eyes. I thought it was eyes at first, but then I kind of changed my mind, and I was wrong to change my mind. Muscular science. Interesting. Protein supplements are useful for building muscle. When is generally the most appropriate time to consume them? Within 30 minutes? After? I don't know. In which of the following sports do athletes play particular emphasis on lifting weights with the neck muscles? Oh, F1 racing. I was gonna say I don't know, but I remember that from that. What is the most appropriate way to reduce soreness from muscle aches after an intense workout? 50-50? Stretch and relax affected muscles? Which of the following foods is said to be the best energy boost and can prevent muscle cramps, proving beneficial to eat prior to or while working out? Eggs? Probably.
This is a toughie.
Which boneless cut of chicken is best for muscle building due to its high protein and low fat content? Breast.
Gotta be.
I have no idea if I did that or not. I was so guessing on most of those. Hey, we passed. I can't believe it. Wow. Woo. Woo. Like, you know, gotta celebrate. Okay, I was figuring within means like during, before, or after. And banana instead of egg? I've seen so many people doing egg, but okay. Fashionista. Uh-oh. We're failing this. There ain't no way. Fill in the blank. A high-end fashion store in France would be said to specialize in hot... couture? That's the only one that seems for French. Which of the following fibers are neither animal-based nor plant-based, but artificially created? Well, wool is from sheep. Cotton is from a plant. Hemp is from a plant. I would assume it's nylon, right? That sounds superficial. What is the name of the outerwear made from a single piece of cloth worn by men in ancient Greece? Kimono is Japanese. Toga is not. Would it be kilt? Give me a 50-50. No, it wasn't. I'm gonna say a sorry then, because I think a toga is something else.
That's it.
Which of the following materials has a similar feel to acrylic fiber? Silk?
This is a toughie.
Which of the following articles of clothing is native to Vietnam? Oh, you die. Camise? I'm assuming between these three. I don't think it's this one. That don't. Camise. I have no freaking clue. Those are some hard questions.
Damn.
You failed.
Jeez, what a shame.
I had a feeling. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Oh, okay. Couture was right, and nylon was right, and then everything else was wrong. It was sorry. Oh no, it was toga. So it was one I thought it wasn't. Wool. And again, the one I thought it wasn't. Now, the one thing about these is... Oh, no, I don't need the tips. The thing about these is sometimes they'll ask you the same questions and sometimes they'll ask you different stuff, so... Oh, well, we know what this is. Toga. Go Thor. Uh-oh. What is the origin of polo and polo shorts? Polo, the designer nickname. Polo, the company. Marco Polo designed them. I'm assuming polo, the sport.
That's it.
Which of the following... ooh, yeah, this was the Aodai. Which of the following characteristic is not true about silk thread? 50 seconds. Well, it's not... Oh, wait, which one is not true? Well, it's not plant-based. Because it is produced by an insect, right? Isn't it? I think. Is that accurate? A...
I'm the best.
We the best music.
Now it's done.
Wow. 100%. You don't see that every day. Yeah. Hawaii is frequently hit by hurricanes, which cause extensive damage such as destruction of property. When Hurricane Iniki hit Hawaii in 1992, it destroyed farms en masse. Which animal was unleashed into the wild and crossbred with the feral population? I think it's the pigs.
This is a toughie.
Oh, time up. I think it was the pig, though. Which of the following statements is true about Waikiki Beach as of 2024? It's a World Heritage Site?
That's it.
What holiday is celebrated by Hawaii but not other states of the U.S.? Aloha Day. What is the Hawaiian gesture that involves raising both the thumb and pinky called? I believe it's the shaka sign.
Gotta be.
Ahi poke is a popular dish in Hawaii. Poke means slice, but ahi means bluefin tuna. I don't think it's octopus. We might still be able to pass. I don't know. Nope. Don. It was chicken. Wow. It was man-made. King Kamehameha Day. And then Shakasan and Bluefin Tuna, right? Okay. Well, this is the category that I wonder how different the questions might be, because I feel like there'd be a lot of Hawaii proficiency stuff. Yep. What famous confection is a fried donut coated in sugar? Masadala, malasada, masalada, matosala? Malasada. I don't know. Bluefin tuna. The white flower shown in this image is often seen in Hawaii and used in hair ornaments and lei. What is its name? I believe that's the plumeria.
This is a toughie.
What is the Hawaiian? Oh, that's the shaka sign. I don't even know the difference in these. Which of the following is the name of the reef fish, the state fish of Hawaii in the Hawaiian language? I'm gonna assume with the one with the A, because it's got all the like asterisks and stuff.
This is a toughie.
Yeah. What we thinking? Yeah.
I'm the best!
Congratulations!
That's how it's done.
Ooh, we got them all right. Let's go. Erudite Pirate obtained 5 certificates from the Yorubana Vocational School. World landmarks, eh? Which of the following images depicts the Arc de Triomphe d'Elete, which is commissioned by Napoleon and built in Paris, France? I have no clue. 4 is obviously not. Okay, and then 3. It's got to be 3. The Colosseum is a famous amphitheater at the center of Rome. It was used for which purpose during ancient... oh yeah, this is the gladiatorial arena, right? Or it could be a theater. Or... it wasn't a bathhouse. I think it was an arena? No, it was a theater. It was a theater. It was a theater. At least it was in the Assassin's Creed games. Statues in Germany, modeled after the town musicians of Birmingham, depict 4 animals. Which of the following is not one of the 4? Pigeon, I would assume. Several towns and large villages in Andalusia, Spain, such as Mijas, Fringilina, are known as Pueblos Blancos. For what reason do they paint their houses white? Pollution, old walls, sunlight. To protect them from sunlight?
Gotta be.
I don't know. Which of the following is true about the Saragata family? The largest unfinished church in the world is located in Barcelona. It collapsed 5 times, I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing something about that collapsing. I have 0 confidence that we passed. But we did! Wow. Guessing game's on point today, I guess.
That's how it's done.
Oh, it was an arena. I was right. It went a long time without a building permit. Wow. I guess that is a legit reason. What does it mean to order a single or double whiskey? How much to pour? When alcohol such as wine, brandy, and whiskey is aged in barrels, a small amount evaporates through the wood during the aging process, resulting in a slight loss. What is this phenomenon called? Oh wow, I made it. I'll say the angel share or the devil share. Devils. I have a feeling. The plant shown here is used for its bitter, aromatic, and preservative qualities, in addition to its ability to prevent its growth of harmful bacteria. What is the name of this plant? Hops.
This is a toughie.
A facility that produces beer is called a brewery. What is one that produces wine called a winery? Or no, a vineyard? No, I think it is a winery, right? When mixing a cocktail, what should be added to the device shown here? Ice.
Gotta be.
Trick question. They said rock because it's like on the rocks, but it's ice. I feel like I should have got this one. Yeah. I was only not confident on that first one. The rest I knew.
Now it's done.
Saw the keywords. I don't even do none of that, but I knew the stuff. Yeah, okay, that's the second one I meant. Yeah, it was the angel share. My intuition would have gotten me 100%. Nutritionist, huh? Which of the following is a Turkish dish? Well, that's German. That's like Slovenian, Slovakian, something like that. And that's something else. So I think it's pierogi. Which of the following pasta dishes is made with only the 3 ingredients of boiled pasta, black pepper, and cheese? Oh, I have no freaking clue. Carbonara? Though most people in Japan associate cheese with cow's milk, Scandinavian countries are known to make cheese from the milk of rather unexpected animals. Which of the following is such an animal? Much doubt in all. Can't be dolphin. I'm gonna say probably can't be elephant. Can't. I'm thinking.
This is a toughie.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna do camel. I have no idea. Which of the following is a Spanish dish? Tapas? What of the following is the name of the unsaturated fatty acid found in blueback fish? I have no freaking idea. Olyric? Da, da, da. Kebab. Wow. Epepe. Reindeer. Okay, that was my second guess. Tapas was the only one that was right. And then it was whatever that word is. Docosahexaenoic acid. I'm sure that's not how that's pronounced, but we tried. What are the following is the component found in spicy foods such as chili peppers that can also promote one's appetite or burn off fat? That is capsaicin. What is the common name for a soup that uses a puree of mashed potatoes, cream, and bouillon? Clam chowder? I don't know. Oh, we know this one is a reindeer. This is Doko. And this is tapas. Those last three we already knew was their answers, so that's a pass. Ah, it was whatever that was. I literally had heard of none of those dishes ever except for clam chowder, so I just chose what I knew. I'll take a 4 out of 5 though. About 200 years ago, a Spanish vessel carrying cargo of what would currently be worth $1 billion worth was raided by pirates. This treasure was said to have been buried somewhere in the Palamio Atoll. What was the name of this Spanish vessel? This is the Esperanza. That's what the game's doing. Many a pirate makes their home in rich island, but what is a small spot of an island's main industry? Fishing? Pirates and men of the Navy alike were both known to mainly drink alcohol as water became contaminated easily. What is the name of the watered-down rum that was drunk at the time? I have no freaking idea. I'm gonna go with grog. Madlantis is also known as a ship graveyard. What was the first kind of ship that drifted into its currents? I think it was a luxury cruiser? I don't know. Pirates are known to have used weapons such as swords and pistols. What is the weapon in this image called, which was popular among pirates? That is a cutlass. It could be a saber as well. I'm not sure. Hey, we got it. All except for it was a tanker, not a luxury cruiser. Gotcha. Japanese underworld studies. Okay. The Tojo clan is considered the largest Yakuza organization to have ever existed in the Kanto region. The Tojo clan has seen 6 chairmen up until this point. Who is the 3rd chairman? It's not Daigo, it's not Kiryu. I think this one's Sarah. It could be Terada. I'm gonna say Sarah. In Jin Goda, Jin Goda was the father of Ryuji Goda, who was known as the Dragon of Kansai. He was also a former chairman of the Omi Alliance, but of which generation? Oh man, I have no idea. The 5th? Andre Richardson was the head of a globally known weapon smuggling organization. What was the name of this organization? I think that's Black Monday. Or was it Black Sunday? Snake Flower Triad, no. Jingle Mafia, no. I think it's Black Monday.
That's it.
Naoki Katsuya was a patriarch of the Osaka Enterprises, an Omi Alliance subsidiary. He was also the president of a certain agency that operated as a front to conceal their illegal activities. What was the name of this agency? That would be Osaka Entertainment? Ah, they didn't help. I think it was Talent. Which of the following groups was not part of the Tojo clan? The Huko clan, the Tahi Association, the Kijin clan, the Nikyo Consortium. I think it was the Hakuo clan. That doesn't sound right. Hey, we passed.
I'm the best! Congratulations!
That's how it's done.
Oh, we got a ball except for the last one. How? Like, I didn't know any of these. Sarah was right. 5th was right. Black Monday was right. Osaka Talent was right. And the Kijin clan was the only one that was wrong. Oh, wow. I'm impressed with myself. I really racked up a nice stack of those certs there, didn't I? There's no way this unhinged freak managed to pass so many of his exams. Incredible, sir. Forgive me if this question comes off as strange, but what is it that motivates you to work so hard? Yeah? I mean, that it must take a lot of dedication to become a legendary pirate. How do you find time to study for such niche exam questions? I owe it all to my time as captain, honestly. Hasn't been long since I started running the Goromaru, but venturing the high seas has really exposed me to a whole slew of new experiences. And my whole crew is made up of wildly different people, all with their own little idiosyncrasies. I've learned it takes some real people skills to keep ship morale high. Depending on how well I know someone I'm talking to, I might make or break their day. Main reason I've been coming here is because it's made me a better captain, and I can't forget all your support too, Mifune-chan. Thanks a million. Oh, well, reason number one I've been doing this is for giggles, but you know, praise from a degenerate is still praise, I suppose. Don't stop there. Tell Mifune-san how. Oh, get off your high horse, Ikari. Our customer was trying to express his gratitude. Take a page from Majima-san's study notes, follow his example, and learn some courtesy. Degenerate. Of all the nerve. Yes, Mifune-san. Anything you say. I'll be his shadow wherever he goes. He better not actually start following me now. In any case, I'll apply what I've learned and start gathering more crew members. I've still got a long ways to go before attaining legendary status. Is that so? Then you better get moving, Ikari. Don't come back until you're well and whipped into shape. What? Mifune-san, think of the company. Business will suffer if I can't keep my work done. You don't do a thing around here. All your sorry self does is stack erasers and pretend to look busy. Don't think I don't notice. Yipes. Ikari at your service. You're super sure about this. Go on then.
I do hope this will be entertaining.
Silver, okay. I'll be waiting for the day you return as a more mature man, Ikari. Oh, Mifune-san, I understand. I'll flip this weirdo overboard, assume control, and come back to you as captain worthy of your respect. But I'll come visit on days I'm not at sea, so don't worry. You don't have to miss me for so long. Jeepers creepers. Ah, well. Guess I'm off then. Majima-san, I hope you keep coming back to further your education. I'm sure there are more exams that'll be useful to you, and I'd really love to see you again. What'd you say? Oh my, Mifune-san, you're looking flushed. The ever-sensible Ikari will bring you an ice pack. Shut your trap, will ya? What? What did I do? Never a dull moment at this school. Alright, we're gonna finish up the exams though, because it's free points. Why not? Y'all know? Hawaiian Underworld Studies 2. Or 1? Which of the following is the name of a high-end hotel with an illegal casino run by the Ganshi? That's the Nirvana Hotel, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Which of the following is the area in Honolulu which the Yamai Syndicate considered their turf? I'm pretty sure that's Little Japan.
That's it.
Some of the Polycana's most faithful were recognized for their devotion and permitted to live on the sacred land of Nele Island. Some even were said to be brainwashed by the former sage himself. What were these faithful called? Haku. Criminal organizations like a mafia are typically composed of people who share the same race or language, but the Barracudas have a very different common thread. What was the commonality among the members? I'm pretty sure they're all formerly homeless. What is the name of the hotel that concealed the hideouts of the Barracudas? I think it's Crystal Aloha. I was saying Emerald and Diamond, but no, it's Crystal. Didn't see it until it was pointed out. That should be a dub. I got pretty good knowledge on these games. Yeah. Because, I mean, I've spent the last, like, well, about 3 years. Yeah, about as long as I've been streaming. About 3 years playing these games. So, it's been actually longer because I played all the Yakuzas before I started streaming. Until Ishin came out. Cultural District. That was the one I was kind of shaky on, so that's 4 to 5 is good enough. Sega Proficiency 2. What of the following Sega releases sees a group of heroes on their quest to take down Death Eater? I have no idea. We're gonna go with Wonder Boy. In Sega's Sakura Wars, which division is the young Sakura Shinguji affiliated with? I have no idea. The Flower Division? Sega has released various gaming consoles over the years. Which of the following is not one of those consoles? I know Pluto is. Super 332X sounds like it. I'm gonna say Robo Pitcher. That doesn't sound... Jet Set Radio is an action game released by Sega in addition to inline skating. What else did the game's characters do around the city? I don't know, graffiti?
This is a tough.
Which of the following video game consoles is a Dreamcast? I have zero freaking clue. 2? I don't know what a Dreamcast looks like at all. I'm about the least confident on that. Because that was all... Yeah, it's all talking about games from like the 80s and 90s and stuff. Golden Axe. Sega Pluto wasn't a real one. And the Dreamcast was the bottom one. Try again. Pluto. Which of the following Sega releases is the shooter game known for its pastel-colored world, where players control a sentient spaceship and fight against enemy invasion? Fantasy Zone? I think.
This is a toughie.
I think this was the one I got right. Graffiti. Golden Axe. Sega's Super Monkey Ball is a platform game series where monkeys roll around inside of balls. What is the protagonist's name? I and Mimi are the ones that related to. Baby isn't one of them. I think it's Gone Gone.
Gotta be.
I think. I could have used 50-50 on that one, but... Oh, well. You pass. Yeah. Yo. Sakura Amiyama is one of the main protagonists in Sega Sakura Wars. When is her birthday? Pfft, like I would freaking know. March 19th.
Gotta be.
R360 is a motion simulator released by Sega that could spin 360 degrees on 2 axles. Which of the following images is of the R360 arcade cabinet? I'm gonna assume 4. That looks like the only one that could actually spin. Which of the following characters is Jeffrey from Sega's Virtual Fighter 3D? fighting game series. I'm gonna say 3.
This is a toughie. That's it.
In Sega's Super Monkey Ball series, what is the name of the island that all of the monkeys live on? I'm thinking it's either jungle or banana. I'm gonna say banana. Space Channel 5 is a rhythmic action game released by Sega in which the heroine, Ulala, is challenged to various dance battles in space. Which of the following is said by Ulala and her team after they strike a pose during a dance battle? Chew?
This is a toughie.
Chew? Ow. Hey, we got it. I'm surprised how many of these that I'm not confident on that we still get. Because you can only miss 3. Like, or, sorry, you can only miss 2? You gotta get 3 right, I think. Yeah. March 19th is right. R360 was right. It was 2, not 3. Jungle, yep, my other options that have been, and then Chew was right. Gotcha. I don't have great Sega proficiency, but apparently I got great Sega guessing. You know? Maritime proficiency. Uh-oh. What is the name of the vessel which features 2 parallel hulls used since ancient times in the Hawaiian and Polynesian regions? Osmaran I've heard of. The rest I've never heard of, so... it is vital for seafarers to know their current position, and lighthouses, which often assist with. One such lighthouse, dating from circa 300 BC, was an impressively large structure built on the island of Pharos in Egypt. What is the name of this lighthouse? Lighthouse of Babylon sounds... Or Olympia. Olympia. What is the name of the ship part which runs from the back to the front to the bottom of the boat, comprising its base? It's a spine, I believe. Since ancient times, flags have been used as a means to signal other ships. Currently, there are international maritime signal flags for unified communication. Which of the following communicates a need for assistance? I'm going to assume this. The X doesn't seem... Ships stay afloat on the water through buoyancy. The physical principle of buoyancy states that a force on a submerged object is equal to the weight of the fluid that is displaced by the object. What is the principle called? I have... Should've known. We were on too much of a roll. I didn't get any right. Oh no. It was Catamaran. It was Lighthouse of Alexandria. Keel, not spine. The X. And Archimedes principle. Wow. That was impressively bad. When piloting a sea vessel, what is the correct term for steering right? Starboard? As there's a risk of capsizing from being too light, ships will often have weights put on them to maintain their balance. What are these weights called? I don't think it's dumbbells, so we're gonna say ballast. According to international sea traffic rules, when two vessels are about to meet head-on, what actions should each vessel take? Send a signal. We know this was Lighthouse of Alexandria. Canals and straits must be taken into account when designing modern ships. The maximum size of a ship that can pass through the Panama and Suez canals in the Strait of Malacca are described with terms that incorporate the names of these waterways. What is the suffix to this term?
This is a toughie.
Scale? I have no freaking idea. They only asked me one question that was similar. You passed it though. I'm surprised. Starboard was right. Ballast was right. You're supposed to alter the course starboard. Alexandria was right, and it was max, not scale. Interesting. Whoa. Oh, no. Choose the correct solution for the following problem. 120 times 2. Well, that would be 240. Choose the correct solution for the following. Whoa. 72. That'd be 69. 52?
This is a toughie.
Oh, come on. Solve for x in the following numerical sequence. 1, 3x, 5, 21, 28, 36. I have no freaking clue. 9? Given the displayed time, how many minutes will it take for time to read 9:30? Wait, no. No math. I don't know, dude. This is the bane of my existence right here. Solving for x. I have no idea. 38. I think I got the first 3 right. Nope, I didn't. Wow. First 2 right, and then the other 3 wrong. Why? I don't want to friggin' do math. Who needs it? Nobody needs it. Given the die phase shown, what is the value of the opposite side? I don't know, 3. Choose the correct solution to the following problem. This is the 52.
This is a toughie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one makes a cube. Was this the one we got right? Was this 9? Nope. So it was 10. And I don't. Was this 25? I wish I remembered what it was, but there's so many numbers that jumble in my head. Hey, we got it. This is the other die phase, and it was 55 minutes. I went the wrong direction. Music proficiency, okay. Clef is a symbol that is placed at the left end of a musical staff to indicate the pitch of the notes written on it. Which letter of the alphabet is used to notate the treble clef? I have no freaking clue. E?
This is a toughie.
Composers and arrangers give direction to a piece such as its intensity and tempo. What They do this by using terminology shared with the performers to aid them in visualizing the piece, which the following means to play very, very loudly. Mezzo forte. Yep.
This is a toughie.
Fill in the blank. Johann Sebastian Blank was a musician who composed many pieces during the Baroque period. Johann Sebastian Strauss, Johann Sebastian Schmidt, Johann Sebastian Gran, Johann Sebastian Bach. Bach? Wow. Which of the following pieces was composed by Friedrich Chopin? I have no freaking idea. Which musician composed famous pieces such as Moonlight Sonata, Ode de Joy, and Fifth Symphony? Beethoven. Apparently I don't have any music proficiency. I thought it would be relative, but it's just like music knowledge, like actual. We passed. I was G, not E, and it was Fortissimoso, and the rest were correct. Pharmacology? What? Which of the following purified components is effective in retaining the moisture in one's skin? Petrol? I don't know. What is the chemical compound found in ointment used to treat eczema?
This is a toughie.
Which of the following is considered a topical medication? Well, no. So I'm assuming the first one. Various medicines are researched and developed to combat sickness around the globe. What is the collective name for medicine with the same properties as the original that is released after the latter's patent expires? Generic. Duh. There are 3 common methods for taking medication. One is orally, as with oral medicine. Another is topically, as with ointments. What is the third method? I would assume injection. I think. Don't do me dirty. A. Full A. Which, I mean, I knew that. That only made sense for that. I knew that. This was a guess. Like, that one, oddly enough, I knew. For some reason. I guess it was more of it kind of gave answers that were obviously not right, so it was easier to kind of deduce. Gym proficiency, huh? Which of the following gemstones is pyroelectric, meaning it generates voltage when heated up or under pressure? I believe... Hey, lapis lazuli. That's the one that Jack Black always talking about. I believe it's topaz. I think. Which of the following is true about diamonds? It can break when struck with a hammer. Some variants can float on water. They dissolve in hydrochloric acid. They cannot be synthesized in a factory. I would assume they can't be synthesized, right? What is a ring called that is offered as a significant other during a proposal? That would be an engagement ring. Gold jewelry is marked with notations such as 14K to indicate the proportion of gold as opposed to other alloys. Which of the following notates pure gold? I'm going to assume 24 because 52 don't sound right. In Oscar Wilde's fairy tale, The Happy Prince, the statue of a prince asks a swallow to take the jewels and gold leaf adorning his body and deliver them to the poor. Which jewel served as the prince's blue eyes? Either sapphire or aquamarine, but I'm going to say sapphire. Yeah. Tormellini was the only one we got wrong. Oh wait, Tormellini and they can break by being struck by a hammer. I thought you had to break diamond with diamond. Or am I tripping? I guess shows what I know. Alright. Trivia King tier numero uno. Which of the following is the chameleon, a lizard known for its ability to change its body color to blend with the environment? It's two, right? That's an iguana. I don't know what the other two are. That's a gecko.
This is a toughie.
Which artist painted notable works such as Sunflowers, Listimon, but was not financially successful during his lifetime? I have no freaking idea. Vincent van Gogh. That's probably not right, but what is a common name for when a hand in poker contains 5 cards of the same suit? That's a flush. Full house. Flush. What is the name of the racing technique in which a vehicle rounds a curve by skidding the tires, saving time as a result? Drifting. Who is the almighty god of the sky and thunder in Greek mythology? Yeah, Zeus. I'm thinking of Thor, but pass? Huh? Yeah. One more. Oh, we got them all right. Hey. Let's go. Alright. Ultimate Mega Trivia King Test. Final. In cue sports such as billiards, and the game begins by positioning the balls together in a rack, then shooting the cue ball to scatter them. What is the name of the opening shot? Break shot. Which of the following statements about snails is false? Their mucus can dissolve metal. They can't be cut by a razor blade. They have over 10,000 teeth. They produce... 4, I know. 3 sounds odd, and 1 sounds odd. 2 doesn't... 2's gotta be false, though. How would they not be able to?
Gotta be.
The Grimm brothers, a pair of German writers, are known for their Grimm's fairy tales, a collection of fairy tales similar to many to this day, even in Japan. Which of the following is not part of this collection? I have no freaking idea. We're gonna say The Little Mermaid. What is the name of the ancient Indian board game that is said to be the origin of modern shogi or chess? Oh, I have no freaking idea. Chaturanga? Which of the following flowers is not poisonous? What? None of them look poisonous. I don't freaking know. That looks friendly. Is that a pass or a fail? I feel like it might be a fail. Hey, we passed it! No way! Alright, that's every exam in the Orobana school complete. Their mucus can dissolve metal. Oh, was false, duh. And then Jiroba. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, that's it? Oh, and now there's a new one pops up for 10,000. Got you. Which of the following marine organisms has lungs instead of gills and therefore cannot breathe underwater? Well, these don't surface. Or no, crabs do surface. Octopus don't. That's a fish. I'm gonna assume it's between... I mean, they come up to surface to get air, right? That's the point. Which of the following is considered a sea? The Red Sea. In the 20th century, a time when railroads, mines, and the steel industry were some of the most dangerous environments to work in, what movement aimed to reduce workplace hazards? Health and safety movement? The Mortimer Armada is often seen sailing across the waters near Honolulu. Identify the symbol which appears on their flags and masts. Oh, I didn't even pay enough attention. That's the Queen, I would think. So probably this. Which of the following foods is said to be the best energy boost? Oh, well, we know this one. They said it was banana, even though I thought it was egg. Ah, failed. Oh, you have to get them all right on this one. It's a safety first movement. It's interesting. So every other one you can get 2 wrong and still pass, but you have to get all of them right on this one. I'm getting those 10,000 points, so. There is an area on the Pacific Ocean so far from any land and bereft of living organisms that it is an... Sega has released a variety of hardware over the years. Which of the following is one of their products? I was thinking Terra Drive. Which of the following statements is true about Waikiki Beach as of 2024? Ah, it was man-made. 52. Sonic the Hedgehog is a young blue hedgehog who runs and rolls around at the speed of sound. This beloved and iconic character made his first appearance on which of these consoles?
This is a toughie.
The Genesis Mega Drive? I have no idea. The thing about the Oberona proficiency is it's asking questions from all the different categories, and because we got so many right, we passed. Because we got so many right, there's a lot of questions that I'd never asked before, so I didn't know, but we got it. 100%. Let's go. Certified professional. And we actually got nothing for it. Are you for real? Cool. I figured there would have been some kind of cutscene, but I guess they just weren't concentrating on that again. They didn't want to give a, they didn't want Majima to win over her just like Casca did back in the day. Then again, Casca's actually like 40-something, and Majima's like 60, so maybe that would have been a little different. I don't know. Anyways, let's go. I want to go stop in at the shop real quick and see if we can put anything else on the ship. Because I've noticed that our support guys are still only 2-star, so I'm wondering if there's a place that we can upgrade it. Because then all that's left on the map is Shogi. I guess we could get one of those things. Got stuck on the other side. Wait a second, there's a better one. How to be a mighty pirate. Is that actually usable though? I can't tell. I wish I could compare it. Lord of some Rings, We already have that one. I'm not sure if we have that one or not. I doubt that's good enough though. Alright. $90, $120, $120. Wait, 40. Interesting. Well, that's less of a loss, so I guess we'll do it here. I think that's probably good. Alright. Now, actually, I think all that's left is we have the campaign, and then we have the stuff, out in the waters. But I wanted to get the campaign going because I want to get our final teammate and get working on getting him to
Go to the White Bridge in
Platinum.
Park. This seems like the place.
We just wait here and that Kobayashi guy will come get us, right? That's what we were told.
Yeah, guess so. I wonder, you think they know what we look like?
Captain? I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
Hey, shit. They're beelining straight for us. Looks like Kobayashi's committed to me.
And you'd be quite right indeed. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Yeah, excuse me.
I'm Kobayashi, Mr. Tucker's representative. I received word from Shigaki-san you'd like to meet my client, and that you're quite the heralded Yakuza back in Japan. Legendary, they call you.
That's what I'm told, anyway.
Well, you'll forgive my indulgence, but I happen to subscribe to the notion that seeing is believing. And as such, I'd like to spar with you, verify your status directly, if I may.
Thought you were supposed to be a lawyer.
A martial artist turned lawyer, to be exact. One who can
Interesting.
hold his own against the Yakuza turned pirate.
And if I beat you, you're saying we're clear to meet Tucker.
You'll find I'm no pushover. And should I find no issues with your character, then yes, I'll introduce you.
Love me an old dog with some bite left.
Love me an old dog with some bite left. Ooh.
Ah, heck. If I were me from 30 years back, we'd have had a real fight on our hands.
Shit, that many? Man, I can't be that much younger than you.
You fought well, Majima-san. I will indeed connect you with Mr. Tucker. You've passed my test with flying colors.
Great, so where do we go?
Madlantis.
Well, I'll be damned. Last time we were there, everyone seemed to think he'd left.
Indeed, he has. For those lacking the proper authorization, that is. He maintains a suite at the Luxury Palace Hotel. Give it another try.
Ah, there we go.
This time around, he may just be there.
Cool. So Tucker's staying in the suite of the Luxury Palace Hotel over in Atlantis. Correct. Oh, I nearly forgot. But have you all made any progress in the Pirates Coliseum? Huh? Well, that's not gonna do anything. There are guards around the area where the suites are located. Those who haven't conquered the one-star championship aren't permitted to enter. I'm sure with your skills you'll have no trouble with such a championship, but I have to be sure. Take care now. Okay, let's head back to Atlantis. Since we're out in Hawaii, why don't we keep walking around? We need to make headway in the Pirates Coliseum, right? Might as well get more crew and power up the ship. We can do all sorts of stuff here while we wait. Nah, wrong there. Might as well, huh? Okay, where to first? How about Revolve? Huh. Sure you don't feel like hanging out? Alright, let's get going. Yay! Right. I was gonna look into those Minato girls that Masaru mentioned in his diary. Might as well ask Key and the bartender if they know anything. Better head to Revolve. I'm actually going to do the shogi first, but we need to go into the mall and get that how-to book. Because the how-to book literally just gives you the moves to win. It just takes a while because it has to think, so it is a bit annoying, but yeah, yep. Yeah, ABC. Oh, wait, no, not ABC store. That's not the pawn shop. What am I thinking? That guy walked through the wall, so I couldn't complete the freaking thing. Dang it. Poor connection. Really? For what reason? Alright, I'm bringing us right back up this time. No worries.